Hey guys, Jason the X here for SCNS Live, powered by Cinlinks.com. This is the figure review of the Transformers Combiner Wars Voyager class Optimus Prime, and I'm kind of meh on this figure. I've got a lot of Optimus Primes, and there's a lot of incarnations of it. I do like what this figure does. Is he one of my favorites? Well, that remains to be seen. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this nice packaging that it comes in. A lot larger than the Voyager size that we're used to seeing these days. Got some nice artwork of Optimus on the box right there. Combiner Wars Prime. I love this black packaging. I really do. You got the Autobot logo there. You got some artwork of Super Prime there. And you've got Optimus on the back. There's a look at his bio. And there's a look at his truck mode and how he combines. And there's a drag strip right there. Combined. But we're going to combine him with something, but it's going to be all the aerial bots, because I do have that one. So anyway, here he is, and it's kind of a chunky cab mode. Almost, I remember seeing trucks in Europe that look more like this. Kind of weird looking. It looks like a bus from the front, and then you've got the truck cab here. I'm not sure what truck this is modeled after, but it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work at all. I don't like the truck mode. I've seen more intimidating truck modes. Like, for instance, here is, Classics Optimus out of that recently issued Toys R Us 2-pack, which we'll be comparing these two today. So, yeah, a lot bigger on this one. I know it's still the extended cab. I just like this one better. Now, I know Repo Labels came out with some very cool stickers for this guy, and I might actually have to pick some up now, because you got this ugly gray here. Really breaks this up. I mean, and you know, this is supposed to be glass here. I'm not really too into this robot mode. I mean, this truck mode. Now, the bottom, there's not a lot of kibble. You can't see his fist down there. But yeah, and you've got this thing back here. Looks like kind of like the panel that they hook things up to. And he's just got his two guns. You just push them into the cab section back there, well, the hoist section. And they can join together, which kind of makes them really, really kind of strange looking. I mean, they join up right there. But not too bad. I mean, this one seems kind of unnecessary. It looks like an engine block with a pipe sticking out of it. This one does actually look more like Optimus's classic rifle, and I do dig this one. This one works for me. This one, not so much. It's just kind of, man, I don't know why this hole is here. Perhaps this is something I'm missing. I don't know why this hole is here. But I guess you can fit that one in there and make something really stupid looking. And this one will go in that hole. So yeah, you've got the double-decker rifle. This is dumb as hell. Anyway. So yeah, here's the truck mode. I mean, it's meh. It does do a super mode, so I guess that kind of makes up for it, because then you do have to get that in there. But was it really necessary for Optimus to be a combiner? I mean, I'm still looking for, you know, the Stunticon leader. Why can't I think of Motormaster all of a sudden? My brain does not work. But yeah, this doesn't do it for me. I just don't. He's very chunky, but you know, hey, it's okay. I just don't think it was necessary to have Optimus as a combiner. Maybe another leader class would have been great. So anyway, let's go ahead and start transforming. I know a lot of people just groaned when I said another leader class Optimus, but you know, that leader class Megatron is really nice. So I want to flip down these panels here, inside there, and these tabs are hooked in to the back of the legs right there. Just want to free those up. You can take the arms and just kind of fold them down and open up the cab, and you've got more windows. And he has 3 sets of windows. He's got these on the back, these, and the chest windows here. So you want to take this and rotate at the elbow. I might go ahead and raise this camera up, because he's going to get a little taller. There we go. So anyway, and the windows actually tab into these slots here, and they do stay fairly securely there. Got a lot of kibble on the outside of the arms. But anyway, bring the legs down, and this torso midsection is on a hinge. You just want to bring that down and bring it down at the hips, and you got some nice ratcheting joints. Flip the feet forward and split here. Just tabs in right there at the bottom. And you can take this back piece. I like to just put it up like where it came from. It does leave him with kind of a backpack, but it's not that bad. Now the last thing you want to do is go up here to this headpiece and push one side in, and it rotates to reveal Optimus's head. And here you have Transformers Combiner Wars Voyager Prime in his robot mode, and it's not too bad in this mode. He does seem very flat when you look at him from the side, but it's not that bad. Yes, it's not great, but I do like the big Autobot symbols, and these are stickers. And I think the repro labels will really make this guy look better, because he really suffers from lack of paint. You got paint here, you got paint here, and you got the silvery gray here. But otherwise, it's very, very plain. Articulation-wise, he does have a knee joint that goes past 90 degrees. You got hip joints that will go out, but they are on a ratchet joint that is really tough. They'll go forward on a nice kind of, well, not really a soft ratchet. It clicks pretty well. Got waist articulation here. The arms will go in a 360 right here at this joint. You can kind of flex them in and do some stuff with them. Goes out here on a very hard ratchet joint. Bends at the elbow, and the wrists have no articulation, but they do move this way. So you can make a super mode. And the head is on a ball joint. It's a very slight ball joint. Bring my camera up a little bit more, because he's going to get much, much bigger in just a second. So anyway, comparison-wise, oh, I'm sorry, he does hold both of his blasters. Go ahead and put that one in his hand, and they are on some really long pegs too, and the pegs have a little steel insert between them, so that might help these things not break considering they're so long. And most of that's made for when he's in combined mode and got some other limbs on him. So comparison wise, here he is with the robot mode of Voyager Prime. This is my Classics Prime. So you can see he's a little bit bigger. Proportioned, I don't want to give it to him on proportions, but this guy is my favorite. It's never going to get replaced. This guy is my favorite Classics figure. Well, here's a look at that head sculpt. And it's a good head sculpt. I do like that. I like how you can get his stacks right here. And yeah, it works for me. It's not great. I will admit that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there will admit that too. So anyway, let's go ahead and just get him to his super powered up mode. Sorry for all the noise and everything. So what you want to do is basically bring him around to the back here. Turn the waist around. Go ahead and pop this head down again. Whoops. And you want to leave these arms where they are and rotate these around at the joint here. And what you're going to do is there's a tab here on the forearm. It's going to go in that slot there. So you bring it up and just kind of push it in. You've got that double jointed elbow, so, which I don't think I even said anything about the double jointed elbow. But you just want to click that into place. There you go. And I like to rotate these hands back just because then they don't look so much like fists. Let me bring it around. Seems to be kind of hanging up here. There we go. It wasn't clicked in all the way. Just get in there. Get in there. There we go. You want to kind of get these. They're going to go over these little pins right here. So that's the problem I was going into. You got to have them flush right there. So I take these legs and bring them out. And there we go. So you've got this tab here, and you've got a slot here. So what you want to do is bring this up and tab it into there. And that's going to help lock the knees together. And here's where things get really weird. So let me just go ahead and bring this up and out and tab that in. Because see, he's knock-kneed. But if you push it out a little bit further, then he's just got too wide of a stance. So anyway, bring this down because this is going to be his crotch plate, and you want to bring that up into there. I really hate how these legs do that. So anyway, open this up, and you've got his head here, and it's got a whole hinge. You see these slots here? This is all on a hinge, and you're just going to bring it up and lock it in. And then you can see this big power source here. And the head comes up, and there you have Prime in his super mode. I like to keep this chest closed. It just doesn't do it for me, even though it kind of looks like he's about to go breast cannon. So, like from Kamen Rider. Anyway, so let's bring in some limbs, because we do have some limbs for him. I'm just going to go ahead and take this guy apart off camera because I have not reviewed him fully yet. So, you know, we're going to just ignore what you see. We're just going to go ahead and pin this guy into there, because he does have those combiner slots right there. Go ahead and bring in another one of our aerial bots. And I promise the other guy that you're about to see, I am going to review him. Just haven't gotten to it yet. Let's bring in a arm here. And last but not least, here's one last arm. So there you have Prime all powered up, and I totally don't have any of that on camera. So let's go ahead and bring this out. Bring my camera down a little bit. I probably should have done a big time review for this guy. I remember this when I'm actually reviewing Superion Completed and Minosaur. The camera has to come up before then. So there you have Prime with all the limbs attached. And he looks really weird like this. I don't know. It works for Superion, even so Superion has some really skinny legs. But his legs are actually flush and don't angle off at weird angles. So, yeah, and we'll go ahead and get Superion's rifle out of there, because we can combine primes and just throw it in there. So there you go. Yeah, and maybe this does look better if I do this. I don't know, because then you just got a big open cavity. This does look better with Minosaur because you can put Blackjack in there and kind of even it out, and I'll show you guys that on the review. But yeah, this is super Prime, and it's kind of super meh. Honestly, I don't dig the Prime that much. Is it worth getting? Not if you're going to get Minosaur and make the proper combiner for the Stunticons, but honestly, I think you can pass this guy up. That's my opinion. You guys might really like this guy, but he just has some weird proportions for me, and he doesn't do it, and I honestly don't need another Voyager Prime. So, yeah, that's all for you to decide. I mean, I bought it to review it. I wanted it. It was a slow, dry spell, so I wanted to get something. So, anyway, that's it. That's my review of Transformers Combiner Wars Voyager Class Prime, and until next time, guys, I'm Jason the X. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time.